Who Van Top and your TARDISes, you're listening to Doctor, Peace on Earth?
2 Christmases?
Our Lord and Savior Christ was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when he had gone astray?
A good Christmas episode?
Tidings of comfort and joy?
Explain that, atheists.
I'm Jordan, and last Christmas I gave you my heart.
Oh, what kind of man am I? It's me, Sam.
Sam, I have a little mystery. I have a little something weird I found, something a little strange, something a little silly. And I want to share it with you before we start talking about. Well, this is talking about Doctor Who. This is a Doctor Who. Do we tell people what our podcast is? It's a Doctor Who podcast where we watch Doctor Who in random order. Is that good? Should we say that just so people know? Just in case.
They know.
They don't know. I'm going to start saying it. Okay. For various reasons that I will maybe explain later in the episode if I remember, I was wondering if British television gem, star, screenwriter, comedian Richard Ayoade had ever done any work with Doctor Who. So I looked up Richard Ayoade, Doctor Who. And I saw something kind of interesting. It said that not only has he had some involvement, it says he directed an episode and he directed 2 specials. And I was like, okay, let me see. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Which specials did Richard Ayoade direct?
I think I did know that he had done some
Well, let me read you. So here are the 3 episodes that he's directed. Okay. Too Much Life is a Dangerous Thing, Night of the Pumpkinheads, and Rebel Art Season. Now, there's something a little strange about these episodes, Sam. Do you want to know what it is?
They're all bad.
They're not real! They're fake. I have discovered, and I'm going to send you a link, I have discovered Doctor Who Fan Series Wiki, which is a wiki chronicling Doctors 14 through 24, none of whom obviously exist. Notable stars. Everybody knows the 23rd Doctor, played by Charlie Cox of Daredevil fame.
Okay, well, I see right there, Dr. Kunk, the 21st Doctor.
I love that character from the Secret Life fanfic that we read that one time.
Please tell me you've seen Philomena Kunk.
I haven't seen Philomena Kunk.
That's Diane Morgan.
Diane Morgan, yeah. So
you gotta check out Kunk on Earth.
She played the 21st Doctor, and the thing about Doctor Who fan wiki, which contains it really depends. So season 14, if I click on 14, 14th Doctor says suave, cunning, and chaotic. The 14th Doctor, who Ncuti Gatwa, as it turns out your job is already done. You don't need to even care. You don't need to be here. Arriving in 41st century London following her regeneration, the Doctor quickly met Detective Elias Danielson. And you read through this, and it could be Doctor Who.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
So Richard Ayoade hasn't done any Doctor Who.
Richard Ayoade has, as far as I can tell, never directed a real episode of Doctor Who.
So that got incepted into my brain by you putting the thought out there. I just accepted it as fact. As in, I think I did hear that.
Surely Richard Ayoade has written or directed or appeared. No, only in the fake ones. Now, my favorite thing, you can click on any Doctor, 17th Doctor.
As I am.
17th Doctor, played by Dev Patel. He looks
I thought that was Dev Patel.
He looks like he'd make a great Doctor, and it has all of his companions, and it's got his season story. Now, my favorite, though, is 23rd Doctor, because he is played by Charlie Cox, who people like. And here's the description, words and words and words and words about these imaginary Doctors. Here's the one that's Charlie Cox. It says, the 23rd Doctor was the 12th incarnation of the Doctor's second regeneration cycle. Biography, none. Personality, none. Appearance,
none.
The 23rd Doctor...
What is this? The 10th Doctor all over again? I'm just kidding.
The 23rd Doctor resembled a man of average height in his 30s, possessing lightly colored skin, brown eyes, and a twirl of short brown hair mirrored with a brown beard. So basically they just said, this one's Charlie Cox.
We decided to do a neutral Doctor this time.
This one's Charlie Cox, and I will provide no additional information other than the fact that he looks like Charlie Cox.
Okay, so this is a group of friends. This is a specific group of people running this. I was going to say, who decide? Can I just go, Actually, the 25th Doctor, let's say Ricky Gervais.
Oh, no,
and they're
don't
like,
do
no,
that.
we don't want him.
I didn't know this wasn't
put it on the wiki.
Publicly available. I'll tell you who I'm kind of dig. I kind of dig the 22nd Doctor, played by Danny John Jules. I don't know who that is, but he looks like a good doctor. I would watch this. I would watch this.
He could be a good doctor.
He looks like he kind of is doing. He's kind of giving Tom Baker a little bit. He's cool. I like him, even though he's not real.
I am. It is so surreal to look at a Photoshop of Diane Morgan as Philomena Kunk as the 21st Doctor. This is really, really upsetting to me.
Isn't it strange? Like I think the really weird thing is that I kind of fell for it at first.
Yeah, you for a minute there, you were like, have they done 24 of these things?
It was like 23rd season. I also really like Richard Madden's 18th Doctor, which seems to be a picture of him like sitting in an interview or something that's been photoshopped. Like, it doesn't really look like he's doing any Doctor Who activities. But
no, I mean, none of these look like...
Stuck on Earth, the Doctor's resources were more limited, and therefore his main outfit was a gun-gray suit, which he kept buttoned up as much as he could. Unfortunately, in this time period, those roving gangs of suit rippers were always trying to tear that chest out. So
This is so goddamn weird.
Isn't this really fucking strange?
I mean, I guess at the end of the day, is it? No.
No.
The only thing that's weird about it is how much of it there is.
It doesn't have the depths of a Super Nanny wiki.
Now, hold on. Shut up.
No.
Yeah, shut up.
Okay, hold on.
Because I'm hovering over the drop downs for companions, and I moused over 20th Doctor. And what if I told you the 20th Doctor? Which one is that again?
That is 20th Doctor is the one played by an actor who I don't know who he is. It is Lenny James.
Well, Lenny James is blessed to have as one of his companions the Master.
Now listen.
Now, hey,
can I hold on a second? Can I throw out a proposal? Listen, we all love Rusty T. Davies, and we all know who Stephen Moffat is. Let's scrap that and let's let these friends write the next section of Doctor Who.
The 22nd Doctor, I believe that is Diane Morgan. She is going to have as a companion Samantha Wyatt, played by Tessa Thompson. I don't think she's got anything better going on.
No, probably not. I also really like the...
Oh, her second companion is going to be Ed Turner, played by BJ Novak.
Is he English?
No.
You never know with those office guys. Sometimes sometimes people in actors do voices, and they hold their nose and they do an American accent, so it's hard to tell. Hello, Governor. I like this one.
Anybody know where I can get some iced tea?
The sixth incarnation of the meddler. I'm the fiddly-dee doctor. I'm the meddler. Okay, that's enough of that. Everybody go check out this Doctor Who, rrfs.fandom.com. Give it a look.
What the fucking what? Sorry. I'm just clicking around on the different companions. I see the 23rd Doctor is going to have a companion named Isolde, played by Charlotte Ritchie.
Oh, okay.
Born in 1464 in Nuremberg, Germany.
Okay. They're also...
Now, I don't know about you.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm Germany in 1464, I personally don't exist.
No, but they can... Oh, the country of Germany did not exist in 1464. Well, the thing about the Doctor is he's got a time machine. There are Funko Pops of the Doctors and their companions. They're like cartoons, but somebody did sit there and use some kind of Funko Pop pick crew, some kind of cursed Funko Pop build your own to make all of the Doctors and their companions. Anyway, I think that's enough. But please take a look at this shit, because there is...
Yeah, once we eventually get through all the Doctor Who episodes, all the pros, all the radio, we will be... I don't know if there's fanfic here. We'll do all of it.
I don't think there is. I think there's just episode descriptions. I always like this because, say, everything goes to shit, the world ends, but somehow someone backs up a copy of the internet. This is gonna throw off historians one day. They're gonna be like, at some point the Doctor Who series converged into 2 different shows, one of which went on for an additional 24 Doctors.
This is Series 2, episode Christmas Special, The Christmas Invasion, written by Russell T. Davies, directed by James Hawes.
What do you think?
Of the episode?
Yeah.
Loved it.
Fucking great one.
So good.
I'm like in a Rusty can do no wrong kind of vibe right now.
Well, that's not true because he did write Planet of the Dead.
True.
He did invent Lady Christina D'Souza.
he had some other stinkers coming up, but you know, when it hits, it hits, and I like this one a lot. I think this is my favorite of the Christmas specials we've watched so far. Though I can't remember how many. I mean, the other one we watched last week was the worst episode we've ever seen.
No, I still would rather watch that than Once Upon a Time.
I can't believe that, but okay. This is also the first episode with David Tennant as the Doctor proper, but he is napping for most of it. But that's okay. I think it works,
and I loved that.
Yeah. Right?
This is our first I mean, I guess technically Rose was the regeneration episode for the Ninth Doctor.
It wasn't though. We didn't see him regenerate. We didn't see his vape tricks that he was doing.
We did see a little bit of him doing what David Tennant's doing in this episode, which is feeling out who this new version of himself is. But after to this extent.
Or did we say that he went to watch JFK's head explode before he went to see Rose, or after he left before he went to pick her up?
That was after he left, but before he came back. He had journeyed on his own for about 70 years. He was getting kind of bored, and he said, "I need to see an assassination and do nothing to stop it."
We also get to catch up with some friends, such as Mickey and Jackie, who have...
Yes.
Mickey has seemingly experienced a little bit of growth. Jackie is just funny like she always is, but she's she's got a new man in her life that we don't ever see, but boy, is he hungry.
He's a hungry guy. Yeah, we meet a character here who I want to say I remember this character vaguely from like episode 3 when I watched it.
Yeah, she was in this really early on, which is
Harriet Jones,
the Prime
Minister.
Though she wasn't always the Prime Minister on the show, as you could tell from context.
She wasn't always the Prime Minister. She used to be a baby.
she was born the Prime Minister until she got too tired, and then she couldn't be Prime Minister anymore.
Aww. We start on a shot of Earth, the Big Apple, from outer space. We zoom in all the way to Jackie.
7 billion people. Oh, before we start, before I forget, new segment. Clever count. How many times did I say the word clever in this episode? 2 times. Dose.
Only 2? Wow. Makes you wonder if the segment is necessary.
You know, listen. 2 is more than 0, which is like the amount of times I would expect someone to say clever on an episode of a TV show, except for like extenuating circumstances where they say it once. But my theory is that they say
extenuating circumstances.
You know, unforeseen events in which they say the word clever. What I'm telling you is that I think they might say clever in almost every single episode of Doctor Who, the TV show from BBC.
We'll see. Next week, we're going to get an episode where they don't say clever.
This is why we do a clever count.
It's like me starting Kyle XY with the belly button tally. And when we get to the end, it was at like 4 for the whole show.
Like 4. But think about
I'm sorry. It was the no belly button tally. We saw Kyle's belly button once.
We got you clever little nano machines. You got run, you clever boy, your favorite line you're going to get a tattoo of when this podcast is over.
I already did.
Hell yeah.
I got it on each of my calves.
We love Clara on this. Clever Clara. Okay. So Mickey is working his mechanic job. He's a mechanic now. Good for him. He's employed.
I think they might think that Rose died, or at least they're like, "Oh, she's not back for Christmas."
Yeah, I think they're just sad. I don't think that they think she's dead, because I think they'd be a little. I think if they did think she was dead, when they see her, they would go, "Oh my God, we thought you died."
That's true. That's true. They probably just were sad that she wasn't here for Christmas.
Look, TARDIS appears.
I'm Jewish. I don't know what Christians do.
They mourn.
Maybe they like when their family's not home for Christmas.
Jackie and Mickey both hear the TARDIS arriving, and they run to go find it. And we see an attempt.
He's got the TARDIS set to extra loud mode, considering they both hear it in different parts of town, and it's not even there yet.
An effort was made to make the TARDIS appear as if it's actually there when it like crashes into a building and then crashes into some CGI barrels, and the barrels roll toward the screen, fucking good. Shark Boy and Lava Girl style. We love it. Thank you, Rusty. Thank you for not having a big budget.
And the 10th Doctor falls out of the TARDIS. He's still wearing the 9th Doctor's famous jacket,
and he's hopped up on
Work
regeneration quirk energy. And he looks around and he goes, "Where are we? And more importantly, when are we?" And that's the first thing he says.
Christmas.
And then he says, "Oh yeah, it's Christmas."
And because they haven't seen David Tennant before. So Rose comes out of the TARDIS and she says, they're like, "Who is this?" And they're like,
"Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the 10th Doctor."
That's the Doctor. And Jackie says, What do you mean? Doctor Who?
Boo!
No, it's fine. It's still early.
It.
This is the first episode.
Okay,
of
fair.
Fine.
How many times have we watched this stupid show? How many times? Like 20?
This is, I think, our 20th episode.
Oh my god! And they'd make that. You'd think they would make that joke less, but they seem to make it. Or maybe we just exclusively roll episodes where they go, "Doctor Who."
I mean, I think they said it literally 3 times in The Snowmen.
Also, let me tell you one other thing I'm not into in the Rusty era, which is that fucking like singing lady who sings whenever the Doctor is doing mysterious things.
Was that in this?
Yeah, twice.
Oh, I didn't notice it.
I don't like it.
That's cool. They take Jackie, or they put Jackie to bed.
We gotta deal with this funny mom. We gotta deal with this
lady.
lady.
The Doctor into Jackie's flat, as the
Brits say.
They put the Doctor, who is unconscious, in a spare bed. Jackie runs in with a stethoscope and explains that she stole it from the medical student who's renting a room for her neighbor.
Important new segment. I'm just kidding. Coffee table watch. The first shot of the episode is Jackie wrapping presents and putting them under the tree, and she sadly looks at a present for Rose, which Rose never opens, by the way. We don't see when we got her. But Jackie, importantly, has a brand new wooden coffee table that I'm sure is going to last the duration of this episode.
I'm just imagining that every time we see Jackie's coffee table, it's different and it always gets smashed up like Eric Andre's desk.
Did you also take delight in watching that coffee table get smashed to pieces
later?
Later?
It did not take long.
It really happens fast.
They were like, well, we're going to have a wood chipper roll through the apartment this episode, so we might as well get her a wooden coffee table.
Both of the hearts are...
I'm just imagining that, like, by the end of series 2, she's got, like, a big, solid stone coffee table.
She went on, like, Etsy and bought, like, a $20,000 brass coffee table.
She went to unbreakablecoffeetables.com. She logged on to Searchwise and typed table.
Doctor table.
So, Rose is like, well, we can't take him to a hospital. He's an alien. She checks his heart's beats and says that they're great. And Jackie's like, 2 hearts? I wonder if he's got 2 dicks.
Hell yeah. She wants to party down with the Doctor, and I respect it.
After they leave the room, he exhales a golden light that flies
He's doing that
into space.
Sick-ass vape tricks. You love to see it.
Every time this happened this episode, I was just imagining SpongeBob voice. Hi.
Did he eat a stinky sundae?
He ate a stinky sundae on the TARDIS.
I'm going to tell you something, fun fact, which is there is precisely one Doctor cause of death that I vaguely remember, but everything else has been lost to my brain. So I don't know what happened to the 9th Doctor, and I also don't know what happened to the 10th Doctor. Well, no. Yeah. I only watched 3 Doctors. What am I talking about? I just
want one of them to be, like, horrific. I want, like, Peter Capaldi to, like, fall in a giant blender and get shredded into pieces.
I want Peter Capaldi...
The pieces get poured out of the pitcher and they slop together into Jodie Whittaker.
I want Peter Capaldi to get hit by a big wrecking ball and just knocked into the sky. Okay, so Jackie and Rose are talking about... Let me tell you one thing about Rose, and I'm not... I'm not criticizing because, you know, Rose has a very close relationship with the Doctor, and she's very confused by the, you know, he's going through Doctor puberty, his body is changing, she doesn't recognize him, there's new hair in new places.
New hair in new places, his sideburns.
But Rose is giving Terry Green Little Dancing Man vibes, where she's just crying every time she talks about the Doctor.
I think that's pretty unfair. I thought that this was very reasonable.
It is. It's
She's
not her
been
fault.
adventuring with this man for possibly years now.
It's
for
not
all we
her.
know.
I'm not. I said it was good.
She's watched dozens of assassinations with him, and now he's a different man. And she's like, I don't know what that means for our relationship. Also, I'm sorry to say, I don't know if you're going to like me saying this, she's clearly in love with him.
She is clearly in love with him. There's no question. She's been in love with him since the first episode. She wants him to take her away from her shitty lad of a boyfriend she hates.
Yeah, and she's like, the guy that I'm hoping will be my space boyfriend suddenly looks like a different guy who I will also hope will be my space boyfriend.
He's a hot young Tumblr man, and I don't know what to do about this. When he put on that fucking pinstripe suit and the trench coat at the end, I'm like, oh my god, he's Tumblered out. This one's for the Tumblr. This one's for yeah, we like it.
So she changes the subject and she asks about the pajamas, and Jackie's like, oh, this guy named Howard's been fucking me.
This guy named Howard's been filling me up like a big wet balloon every single night for the past month.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And he loves to stuff apples in satsumas.
I'm your brother.
He loves to stuff me full of satsumas. We play a game.
I've been seeing The Amazing Atheist, and he always wants apples in the dressing gown. I don't know why. I don't know what he's doing with them.
We play a game called Apples and Oranges, and it's where he has to guess what kind of fruit is inside me.
What is your problem? It's Christmas.
There's no God on Doctor Who, except for the one that
there definitely is.
The one that put Satan in the Satan pit.
He resurrected Clara.
Doctor knows what really happened on Easter, which is him and Jesus sat down at the...
I just censored that. I mean, I was going to say that no matter what you said, but then you said something that if God is real will definitely get you sent to hell. Rose hears this woman on the TV and is like, is that Harriet Jones? And we learned that Harriet Jones, her old friend from a previous episode, is the new prime minister, and people are saying that Britain is in a new golden age and Jackie makes more money.
When I hear the phrase Britain is in a new golden age, I start furiously sweating. Oh, Jesus
Rose
Christ.
is like, oh God, what's happening in India?
They're like, the British Museum is twice as big now, friends.
Oh no, what did we do?
We got the Liberty Bell this time. Cool.
Rose does give us a little bit of continuity win that I don't understand, which is she says, Harriet Jones, I stopped World War III with her, and I look forward to finding out what that is. I feel like I've seen it, but I don't know for sure.
In the middle of the British Golden Age, the British space program is crushing it. They sent a space probe to Mars, and they're going to reveal the Martian scan pictures tonight at like midnight for all of the people who are awake at that time.
Except then we follow the probe into space, and a big asteroid or something opens up and swallows it and does a comedy burp. And
they go,
uh-oh.
Yeah.
Rose goes Christmas shopping with Mickey, and she's just kind of talking about like, oh, it's so weird. Like, since I've been on the TARDIS, I'm so like out of sync with holidays. And Mickey's like, oh my god, all you ever talk about anymore is the TARDIS and the Doctor.
Here's the thing to look out for. In Russell T. Davies' episodes of Doctor Who, are there guys that have guns in unexpected places? Because we have seen 2 in a row where weird like doll men have guns out. And speaking of which, is it ever explained, like, who these... I mean, it's explained, quote-unquote, who these guys are, but
really.
Did the aliens ever go, like, we sent our Jingle Squad to kill the humans as an advanced guard?
No, I don't think so. Here, I'm going to look this up on the Doctor Who wiki.
The Jolly Jingle Boys with their Christmas-killing trombones.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So according to the TARDIS wiki, and I see that this is its own thing, so I'm not going to read anything.
This is the real one, right?
The TARDIS wiki refers to these as roboforms, and I'm just going to close that tab and not learn anything else.
Roboforms, aka the final boss of Doctor Who. Ah, shit. Damn it.
Mickey is a roboform who... No, come on, man!
The 12th Doctor is revealed to be a roboform, with Clara being the real Doctor all along.
Ooh, that sounds bad. So, Rose is starting to get... She's like, oh, something doesn't feel right. I think that the adventures of the Doctor might be something. And Mickey's like, come on, Rose. And then the weird Santa suit robot men pull out guns and start shooting them with flamethrowers and guns.
They're blasting. Bam, bam, bam. They all run away. They run away to go back to the Doctor.
They're playing God Rest in Peace, you merry gentlemen.
God blast ye merry gentlemen.
we didn't say they were like a band and they start shooting fire out of their trombones and
They're
stuff.
a band of scary Christmas automatons with scary masks.
Europe, though. They're all doing that shit.
Yeah, they're real homunculi in this one. They're coming up on. They're gonna find Ike Kush and kill it. Why? I can't. That's a reference
What
for
are you talking about?
The homunculus from Shadow of Destiny. Ike Kush.
Oh,
it's a reference for nobody. Please edit this out. It doesn't matter. Take it out of the episode. Who cares?
No, we have listeners who will remember Shadow of Destiny.
All right, whatever. So they all run back to find the doctor. They go back inside of the flat where Jackie is there doing festivities. I think she's on the phone with a friend like she's always doing.
Yes, she is. She doesn't answer Rose's call because she's busy talking shit about Rose to her friend.
And apparently while Rose was gone...
I think it's Bev. I think it's always Bev.
It's always Bev. Bev, who is the final boss of... Oh, sorry.
Jordan!
And also, I guess while Rose and Mickey were out, Jackie set up a beautiful new Christmas tree. Or did she?
Yeah, Rose is like, Mom, where did you get that tree? And she's like, oh, it arrived at the door. I assumed you ordered it. And then they start playing creepy jingle bells, like, la 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 la.
It's very Invader Zim to me. This feels like something that would happen on Invader Zim.
It does. And the tree starts spinning like a fucking drill.
And the coffee table gets fucking shredded. I was so delighted when that coffee table broke. I was like, hell yeah.
Yay, thank you, Russell.
I feel seen by that.
Remind me, are you a sushi ramen viewer?
I am sometimes, but I haven't seen all of his videos.
He made a video once that was unexpectedly one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen, which was he made like a sword of fidget spinners.
I have seen it where he blows it with the compressed air.
He fires compressed air through it to make them all spin.
I have seen that.
And it basically becomes this horrific chainsaw that just explodes anything it touches. And that is what the Christmas tree is doing here.
They're like
just everything it touches just gets completely obliterated.
Rose is like, we gotta save the doctor, but Jackie wants to leave the apartment, but they all end up in the room with the doctor.
I do have to shout out Jackie's very funny line here. It was the way she said it, which was, I'm gonna get killed by a Christmas tree!
I'm having a baby! And they go in to the doctor's room where he's honk shoo, me-me-me-ing. But Rose knows how to work the doctor. She leans down and says, help me, and he instinctively snaps awake. She puts the sonic screwdriver in his hand. He jolts up, blasts.
She switches it to Christmas tree explosion.
Yeah, sonic screwdriver check. Not too keen on it, but they did explain that it was remote control, so I guess you could say he disrupted the remote control signal. He overloaded it. And then, okay, here's the best part.
I love, though, because he says, it's remote control. They go onto the balcony and we see 3 of the Santa robots, and one of them is literally holding a remote control for a toy car.
I was expecting something a little bit more sci-fi, but you know what?
And I'm glad it wasn't.
I'm so glad, yeah. The doctor says that they're pilot fish. No explanation, and then he says that he's bursting with regeneration juice, and he goes a little bit of pedal geese from ReZero. His brain is trembling, his brain's exploding. He starts chewing on his fingers, and he falls over. He said, he says, I need, and Jackie, being the
This part
annoying,
is so fucking funny. Yeah. I loved Jackie. I always
so
loved Jackie, but
she's the best.
He's desperately trying to say what he needs for his brain, and she's like, what do you need? Anything. Just tell me. What do you need? Vitamin C? Liquid paraffin?
This is a reference that maybe no one is ever going to get. Sam, did you ever enjoy the video game Tony Hawk's Underground as a child?
Of course.
Do you remember the epic skating mission where you're in Russia and there's a guy who has a hangover and you have to collect his hangover cure for him? Because that is every single thing. Literally, I can imagine a little floating icons, and you have to pick up liquid paraffin, vitamin C, simple food, ham sandwich.
Yes, my favorite part where she goes, oh, what do you need? Food? Oh, something simple. Oh, soup and a ham sandwich? Soup and a little ham sandwich?
I love Jackie. She's the best.
I love the way she says, soup and a little ham sandwich?
maybe. But yeah, he literally says he's going through like neural collapse. His brain is collapsing, and then he just like falls over. Oh, and he does find the apple in the dressing gown, which Jackie
Howard gets hungry in his sleep sometimes.
That's not what he's doing with it.
We should also mention why these quote-unquote pilot fish are coming for him is because you mentioned that he's bursting with energy. They do want to use him as a battery. He says that he could power their ships for a few years.
They want to hook him up to they want to stick him in their Xbox controller with the little spring on his head.
Which I will say, this thing of pilot fish, because we're going to learn very soon, if you don't know what pilot fish are...
It's like a metaphor he's doing.
They're like little fish that swim alongside a shark, and it's like a mutually beneficial, what you call it.
Is it, though? A symbiotic relationship?
Yeah. Where they like eat parasites off of the sharks, and in exchange, the sharks let them like eat like a little bit of leftover fish shreddings. So they're like, okay, if these are pilot fish, that means that they are accompanied by something much more dangerous. The things that they're accompanied by are not here for the Doctor.
No.
I guess they don't work together.
This is why I was really confused about this part, and I think the episode might have been better if they had simply cut the Christmas robots, because they seemed kind of unrelated. But they were fun, and they had a fun factor to them that I liked.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but I don't mind it. Meanwhile, one of the Doctor's hearts has stopped, which is not good. Great. And also, it's after midnight, so it is now Christmas. Merry Christmas.
It's Merry Christmas time, and to celebrate, a scientist named
Daniel Llewellyn
DeGeneres, is going to share the results of the probe launch at the appropriate time that everyone's watching TV, which is, you'd think they would want to wait until people are awake, but... unfortunately,
it's like midnight on Christmas. Everyone's staying up to open presents and watch for Santa and stuff.
We found Mars. Mars is real. Mars confirmed. But oh my god, a big scary alien monster
he's also like, it was an unqualified success. And everyone's like, what about the part where it looked like it got eaten by a rock for a little bit? And he's like, it was an unqualified success. And we see a scary alien monster.
Big scary guy. And this is where I remembered this episode, was this part.
Okay. Llewellyn goes to Unit HQ. He meets with Prime Minister Jones and her right-hand man, Alex.
Did you like how every time...
Hello, Harriet Jones, Prime Minister. He says, I know.
She does it so many times. That joke is done a lot of times, where she's like, I'm the Prime... And I don't know if it's supposed to be like a funny joke, or if it's supposed to be like a character thing about, oh, she's so humble. She doesn't expect people to know that she's the Prime Minister.
I don't know what it was going for, because I have no context for this character, but I did like it. I liked it every time it happened.
And she basically says, oh my god, aliens. Right now they're saying it's a prank.
Yes, they are covering, they're saying it was a hoax. The satellite was hijacked by students.
And
she's improv like, everywhere again.
She's like, they don't know.
Just like when the mannequins were massacring people in the streets, it was improv everywhere.
Prank gone wrong.
We thought that we arrested all of them.
I like in this world, the improv everywhere is like a terrorist organization.
Yeah, they're underground improv everywhere cells that we failed to capture.
You download the MP3 file. You all go to a certain location, put in your headphones, and it tells you to kill various presidents and political dignitaries.
While an annoying pop song plays.
All right, everybody, pull out your gun and let's start killing people. Do people know what the fuck we're talking about? Did those videos get enough views that there's a chance that our listeners remember this?
I'm sure people remember Improv Everywhere.
If people remember Improv Everywhere's MP3 experiments, leave us a 5-star review on iTunes.
Oh yeah, we never tell people to do that, and tell a friend that you remembered.
That you remember it, and to listen to Dr. Ha. Okay,
tell your local friend that you remember Improv Everywhere's famous flash mobs.
There's a part where Harriet Jones tells Llewellyn that she is in on he's like, he doesn't know about aliens that much, but she does, and she says that
I loved this. Yeah. She's like, and it's a type of alien we've never seen before. And he's like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, let's just say there's an act of parliament banning my autobiography.
Is there a conspiracy here where Harriet Jones like became prime minister to shut her up and stop her from talking about the aliens or something?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It's freaky. Anyway, she does request
that is a wild thing that you just said. I'm sorry. It took me a second to realize that you were saying that they made her prime minister so that she wouldn't tell anyone. You know what would really take away someone's credibility when they talk about aliens is making them the prime minister.
I think that would exactly do that, because if the prime minister starts saying, "I saw aliens," people would say, "Oh, we need a new prime minister." I mean, in this episode, they replaced the prime minister by saying she looks tired. So
that's so good, by the way. We'll get there. So yeah, this is the scene where Mickey goes on Searchwise and learns about pilotfish. And yeah, back at Unit HQ. Oh yeah, I wrote down this guy's name in case he appeared before this. He dies in this episode, so I don't know if we'll see him again. But
Major Blake.
Major Blake is the.
Do you
man.
know his name is James T. Blake the Fourth.
Oh no!
The great grandson of the world's most evil bus driver.
Oh no!
I can't
that is
stress
horrible,
enough,
considering he is black.
I can't stress enough the fact that, like, unfortunately for history, Doctor Who has seared the name of James T. Blake in my memory forever, and I will never forget the name of the shitty bus driver who was racist. And like,
just get a grogger. Shut up. It's not that big a deal.
Like they immortalized that man by making James T. Blake. Boo! Okay. At some point, I know that Harriet Jones, Prime Minister, requests Torchwood Institute get to work, and she's like,
yes,
and they're like,
and
are you sure?
Of course, Torchwood Institute will appear at the end of this series in Army of Ghosts. But I was actually pretty surprised to hear about them this early. I wonder if they appear in Series 1 at all.
And when she does it, I feel like there's a, are you sure? Are you positive? Or like, is it really
the thing is, even she as the Prime Minister is not supposed to know about Torchwood, which makes me think they probably are in Series 1.
I mean, apparently Torchwood Institute was created by Queen Victoria herself.
Yeah, to fight werewolves or something. I wanted to say about Major Blake, he had a line that I thought was funny, because Llewellyn is like, he's like hitting all of his brain cells together to think so hard, and he's like, well, if the blah blah blah, they were not on the surface of the planet and their ship seemed to something, is it possible that these might not even be Martians?
I am obsessed with the idea.
And Major Blake is just like, of course not. Martians look completely different.
See, I think it's really funny because, of course, there are no Martians, because, like, it's right there. Wouldn't they know about them by now? But no, it's that the Martians are there, they just don't look like that.
Right. Well, we know what the Martians look like.
They look like Ice Warriors.
They're the Ice Warriors. Patreon.com/Potting Bros. Listen to our episodes Space Madness and Going Out with a Mukbang.
Very good episodes. Very
to
bad
about
Doctor.
The
very
Ice
bad
Warriors.
Doctor Who monster, if you ask me. Okay, so
there's also a computer lady named Sally Jacobs. I wrote down her name in case she ever
blood
comes up again.
type A.
A positive.
A positive. I'm positive that her blood type is A positive.
In case that matters later, it will.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. I just, go on the, when you know how like every anime character has a blood type. I just went on Doctor Who Wiki and it was there, so I felt like sharing it.
You Googled Sally Jacobs Ketsueki Gata.
I don't know what that means. It's not every day.
It's the Japanese blood type personality stuff.
Oh, I really know nothing about what the personality type thing is.
It's all bullshit.
Well, I know it's all bullshit, but well, whatever. So
wait, sorry. You don't know if it's bullshit that your blood type determines your personality?
No, I know it's all bullshit. I just don't know what each blood type, like if you have AB gotcha. Blood type, are you Bakugo? But if you're A positive, you're Midoriya. Like what is it? What does it mean? If you have a certain blood type, you're shouty and you say Timmy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sally Jacobs, blood type A positive, says that there's a spaceship approaching Earth.
Did
Mickey,
you notice, by the way?
Inexplicably,
yeah.
He literally just turns to Rose. I don't know what he's been up to since we last saw him in Rose, but he turns to Rose and he's like, take a look. I've got access to the military.
I went on burglarbuddy.net.
He's just looking at unit data. I mean, I don't know. I know that he's gonna like infiltrate Torchwood at the end of the series, so like, I don't know. Maybe he's a hacker.
Did you?
He learned how to hack while she was gone. I don't know.
Just because of the times, it was the times. There were several characters in this episode wearing big Bluetooth headsets, and I was wondering when they were going to start going cyber mode.
So we see 4 aliens, and they speak alien language. And Rose is surprised because she's like, normally the TARDIS would be translating for me.
Turns out that the doctor is necessary for the translator to work for some reason.
She says that the doctor must be like part of the TARDIS circuit, and if he's out, then the TARDIS doesn't do its stuff.
It's just because she won't cooperate if her husband is asleep.
That's right. So Alex, the right-hand man of the Prime Minister, Harriet Jones, nice to meet you. He gets to work on translating the message,
which you can do
based on like 25 words, which is
it's
fine.
Very easy. And he's got the little President Davidson laptop from Decker. He's just typing in.
We off-screen the U.S. president, who would have been Bush, but I assume it's not Bush.
Why do you assume? Excuse me. Why do you assume it's not George Bush?
Because it's Prime Minister Harriet Jones.
Like, what is stopping, David Tennant from meeting President Barack Obama?
And fucking.
What is stopping Barack Obama from being there in an episode, and then a big gorilla shows up and says it would almost be an honor to kill you?
Well, that's copyright infringement for whatever show that was on.
Okay, here's my question to you. What are the odds that a living former president, like a person who has been president in the time of the show being on, appears on Doctor Who? Or do you think it'll be like President James Johnson from Metal Gear?
None. Oh, do you mean like, you don't mean that as an actor?
No, I'm saying like, is there ever going to be a time where like the Doctor meets...
Oh, like how in Watchmen they had a horrible rubber-faced Richard Nixon.
Oh, yeah. Do you think that like...
No, I just don't think they'll do that.
You don't think they'll do like...
I don't think they'll do that.
Like Bill Clinton will be there, or George Bush or Obama.
I mean, we met like Senator Alstott or something.
Well, they showed do you want to know the weirdest thing my brain almost did? Is I went to say Winston Churchill, but my brain was telling me to say Ashton Kutcher. The great Prime Minister Ashton Kutcher, who, got England through World War II and didn't ever do anything racist or evil in his entire life. I promise. Haha.
This would be great if I had an Ashton Kutcher impression, but that man leaves no impression.
No.
He's an immensely forgettable man.
Anyway,
and I've seen a lot of that 70s show.
So prediction written down: the Doctor will never meet Barack Obama.
I don't want him to.
Check. But think about how funny. Like, think about David Tennant. No, Matt Smith, Barack Obama. I like your bow tie. Thanks. Bow ties are cool. He says, maybe I should wear.
Let's move on. This episode is going to be so long.
Okay.
So we learned that the president says that he wants to take charge of this situation.
He says
Harriet
that he
Jones
wants
says,
to,
no, you would turn this into a war.
I would
never do that.
He wants to launch a land invasion of the alien spaceship, which is, I mean, I guess it is a big rock.
So Alex runs over with his translator app, and he says, "We are the Sycorax. We own you now. You will surrender or die. Sycorax strong, Sycorax mighty, Sycorax rock."
And he does clarify, yeah, it is
that
rock.
Is rock, as in like hell yeah, that rocks.
It's maybe I like the Sycorax now because they're funny and they say they rock, and I guess I'll let them sell me into slavery. It's fine. I probably have it coming. I don't know what my blood type is though.
Oh, also, I should clarify. He says, you will surrender or they will die.
Yeah, who's like, they?
Who is they? Who's that mean?
They have a single non-binary person on their spaceship holding them hostage. No. This is wild. Rose is looking at the comatose body of the Doctor, and she says, "This isn't like you. You would save us, Doctor." But unfortunately,
Eccleston would never be in a coma.
He would never go honk shoo me me me.
I felt really bad for Mickey. He's like trying to comfort her, but he's also like, I am comforting my girlfriend for how sad she is that the guy she clearly would rather be with is
he literally says like, "Do you love him?" And she like gives him a big hug and doesn't answer the question.
Poor Mickey.
He's so fine.
So the Sycorax, they do glowing blue hand, and 1/3 of the entire population, including old Sally, what's her name? I already forgot.
Sally Phillips?
No, that's Sally Phillips.
Yeah, from the TV, from real life.
No, this is Sally Jones? No, that's Harriet Jones.
They all get plumb bobs over their
Sally Jacobs.
They all get plumb bobs over their head, and they all go. Everybody on Earth goes to find the nearest tall building, and did wonder what people did if they lived in a place without tall buildings. Like, did they go on the
just
nearest
happening style? They like set up a riding lawnmower to run themselves over.
Did they just stand on their nearest porch? I'm gonna do it.
Yes, 1/3 of the population of the planet prepared to jump off of buildings.
This is one of those moments, and there is. Let me tell you, Sam. Next,
people in rural communities in like Oklahoma are currently driving for hours to find a mountain.
They're people who live. There is people camping right now who are just like, let me tell you, on a scale of Army of Ghosts, Cyberman invasion, and everybody is about to jump off a building. There is one more thing that happens in the last episode with David Tennant that I'm so fucking excited to talk about, because it is most what the fuck happens after this moment of all time. Like, what do people think about this? What do they call this? What is said about this? What does the Wikipedia page for this moment say? Anyways, they're all standing on top of the building.
And then Bill pulls up a newspaper from that day, and it just says, I don't know, we were probably all drunk.
We were all out bowling at the pub. So all of them are poised to jump off of the tall buildings that exist all over the world. This is basically what are they called? Sycorax? Yeah. Are holding 1/3 of the population hostage because it is revealed that Daniel Llewellyn put some blood on the spaceship, like one of those like what is that Pioneer.
Yeah, they do that where they'll like send out a probe and it's
send
like
out some blood and some cum and some piss. Send it as a little
usually
prank.
It'll be like a VHS of Star Trek or something.
Be a
but yeah,
VHS
sure.
of Daniel Llewellyn jacking off into a cup.
All the scientists got in a circle together and jacked off into their probe and sent it out.
Onto the probe. Not into, but onto. And they just let it go.
I feel like that's going to burn up in the atmosphere.
Well, it's just for fun. Just a bonding activity. But apparently, the Sycorax found the blood.
All right, that was great. What should we do next, guys?
They found the blood. And they said, oh, what a delightful caprice. This rocks. This rules.
So anyway, yes, the Sycorax have a vial of A positive blood. I am curious whose blood it is, because it's not
it's not Daniel's blood, because
Daniel does not get up and get hypnotized. He just like found someone's blood and put it in the probe, I guess.
He found it on the floor.
I did think it was odd that I feel like this could have been slightly improved by like if Daniel had like an assistant. And it was like, oh my god.
I put her blood in there.
We sent Carl's blood up there, and he's hypnotized. Oh, no. But yes, it is A positive blood. Everyone, they're using blood control. We will find out.
I love blood control.
There's a very funny moment here where Prime Minister Harriet Jones goes to do an emergency broadcast in place of the Queen's speech, which is usually at midnight, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. And there's a part where she turns off camera and goes, did we ask about the royal family? Oh, they're on the roof?
I was so delighted by that line. I was just like, yeah, fucking do it, old lady. You old hag. You old rat.
But you know that if she does it, then 2 billion other people also do it.
They just gotta push the button that makes the incest blood do it.
So she is like, this is an abnormal message.
This is weird.
But I have to do this. Doctor, if you're out there, or if anyone can find the doctor, we need you now more than ever. Rose seems to just think in this moment that he's dead, and she just like starts crying, and she's like, he left me.
He's just napping. He'll get up.
Sleeping.
He's got the vape clouds coming out of his mouth.
And then the whole planet starts shaking, and windows explode as the Sycorax ship enters Earth's atmosphere.
It's a big rock.
It's a big rock in space. I mean, in the sky now. So Rose, I really like this part. Rose is like, she's feeling like completely helpless. She's like, there's nothing we can do. All we can do is just carry him to the TARDIS and hide, because they can't get into the TARDIS.
Mm-hmm.
So they all just go to the TARDIS with the Doctor. And they're like, I don't know what's going to happen. I guess we'll just wait out the end of the world.
Meanwhile, back at Unit HQ, the Sycorax are requesting their leader. I believe that Harriet Jones, Prime Minister of UK, has decided that she will be speaking for
That's
all of humanity. This is like so.
The UK is currently at the top of the leaderboard.
Like, could you imagine any of the past British Prime Ministers of the past 30 years being the arbiter of our fate?
I don't know the current British Prime Minister.
I think it's Rishi. Is he Rishi Sunak? Is he even still He is currently Prime Minister. He's lasted.
Who was the last one? Oh, Liz Truss.
Liz Truss, and she was subbing her way through the Prime Minister's
I don't care about or believe that. I don't.
She was Prime Minister for a beautiful, blissful 2 months or whatever. 2 beautiful.
And she says, "I am happy to volunteer to represent all of humanity for the Sycorax."
I never thought I'd say this, but let George Bush do it.
So Harriet and Major Blake and Daniel Llewellyn and Alex last name all get teleported onto the ship. And one of this, I like this part where the Sycorax leader starts to take off what is revealed to be a nasty, nasty helmet. And they're like, oh, maybe it will look less scary. And then it reveals an even nastier head.
He's got exposed muscles. It's horrible. So the 2 options are surrender. Half of humanity will be sold into slavery. And your natural resources and gems and jewels. I do remember they specifically said jewels and gems at some point.
Yes, we are here for your natural resources.
And jewels and gems. Or
and the doctor who is a battery right now.
Everybody will jump. And this is such a trolley problem-ass proposition for the Prime Minister of the UK to make, which I really, once again, I don't want her to have to make this choice.
Is it though?
Well, what would you do?
You're saying you could sell half of us into slavery or kill a third of us?
Yeah, what would you do?
Kill a third of us. It's way less people.
That's way less people, but do you want to have a third of the entire population of Earth's blood on your hands? Maybe space slavery rules.
I mean, it's all A positive. What do I care? That's the worst blood type.
They're all the guys who say Temen. They're not nice.
So you're saying you'll kill all 2 billion of our Bakugos?
You're gonna kill all the rudest guys on the planet that are so mean and loud and angry, and they all have. Well,
here, let me look up the blood types.
Oh, which anime characters are A positive? No, you do the blood types. I'm going to do the real research. A positive anime character blood type. Yagami from Death Note. That's the only one who I know. Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura.
She's dead.
Asta from Black Clover. Never seen that.
Jumping.
Oh no, Sailor Mercury from Sailor
Being
Moon.
Scraped off the pavement.
I don't know any of these.
So it looks like the positive negative is not part of this, but all of the people who are going to jump are organized.
Bakugo does have A type, blood type A.
Sorry?
I said Bakugo does have A type, A positive.
Well, he's
type.
Organized, intense, detail-oriented, rational, reserved, polite, trustworthy,
I don't think he's
patient,
any of these fucking things.
Responsible, perfectionist, but also, here's the negative qualities. Shy, obsessive, sensitive, obtuse, orthodox, stressed, withdrawn, stubborn, and exaggerated. So all those people are fucking dead.
I don't think Bakugo does any of those fucking things.
I mean, it is possible that when they chose that blood type, they weren't thinking about this.
They weren't thinking about Bakugo? Or they weren't thinking about people who were going to jump off of the roofs. The roofs of
I
Earth.
think when they wrote this episode, they probably didn't have Bakugo in mind specifically.
I just think there should be a shot of him up there somewhere, just as a little Easter, a little tip of the hat to the fans.
When you say a shot of him up there somewhere, I just pictured a starry sky and the constellations for Bakugo giving a thumbs up.
Didn't Bakugo fucking die?
I don't know.
Is that what?
I dropped that show so long ago.
Is he in hell?
Probably. I dropped that show after they fucking did the Hot Springs episode where they were like, isn't it so gross that Great Boy Mineta is trying to spy on all the girls?
Let's spy
anyway,
on all the
here
girls.
they are.
Here they are. Do you like it?
No.
Mineta is... I haven't watched that show in a long time either, but Mineta is basically the reason that everyone I know stopped watching that show.
You can't be like, oh, isn't he gross? What a loser. But also, I'm going to show you what he's looking at.
He's so funny.
I mean, I think the author of My Hero Academia said that Mineta is like his pervy side in a character, and he's like, I don't know why everyone hates him.
He's the part of me that wants to look at schoolgirls. I don't know.
I
what
love
your problem
Mineta.
is.
I think he's great.
He's me. Okay, so they all put the yucky heads. Gross. There's a guy. Llewellyn does diplomacy mode. He uses all of his negotiator cards.
Yeah, he's like, please, compared to you, humanity are just children. And we need your help and compassion because we've only just...
Let those bones, beautiful bones, breathe!
Woo-hoo! You want my compassion? Let me get your skeleton out for you.
Hey, thanks, mister!
With my lightning whip.
And then Blake the snake, the fourth, he's like, hey, no, killing prisoners is wrong.
Surely your species must forbid killing
That's wrong!
Let me go ahead and delete that name. Won't be needing that anymore. Then the rule of threes here, I thought was very good. Harriet Jones, Prime Minister. And Alex looks at his translator app and he's like, yes, we know who you are.
You rock, by the way. Girl
Oh, that was
power.
a great joke.
You're a real girl boss, Harriet Jones.
They huck the Doctor into the TARDIS.
They just kind of loosely toss him in there. Mm-hmm.
I thought this was interesting. Rose says, like, she's flown the TARDIS before, but it feels like that information has been, like, locked away somewhere in her brain that she can't access it while the Doctor is
The Doctor
in a coma.
hit her over the head real good.
That's kind of interesting.
Jackie comes in with a thermos full of tea. This will be important later. She goes outside to get the rest of her funny snacks that she brought. But before they can do that, Mickey wants to watch the broadcasts, and he's like, let me fiddle with this knob. And it turns on Doctor Who signal.jpg to show all the classic episodes.
Yeah, well, what this was that the Sycorax detect the TARDIS.
Yeah, and then they beam it up to their ship.
They're like, you have been hiding powerful machinery from us, humans. And they teleport the TARDIS onto their ship as Jackie is, like, walking towards it. And she's like, wait, what?
Come back! You left without me!
Guys!
On the Sycorax...
I'm gonna die!
On the Sycorax ship, Rose is like, oh my god, we gotta get my mom. She doesn't know they're on the ship, and then she goes outside, and then one of the big guys gets her. Also, on the inside of the ship, this is like the visual of this episode that lasted in my brain for 10 years. It's like big rocky arena. It's like a big arena with like tiers of guys, and then every time someone says like, but we will get you, and they all go, ha 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 ha. Yeah,
yes, there's like hundreds, maybe thousands of
like
Sycorax
partying,
like watching
fun.
In a big like stadium. This
is fucking bullshit because, like, you know, in episode 1, it's like, what if there was one Sycorax? It's so scary. But then in this one, it's like, what if there was a million Sycorax?
Shut up. So Mickey is like, what's going on, Rose? And he follows her out, and she's like, close the door, Mickey, close the door. And he manages to close the door, protecting the Doctor right before he's grabbed.
And he drops the thermos.
He also spilled some tea, which starts
dirty,
to drip through the, like, TARDIS floor grate onto some TARDIS wires.
Dirty top of the tea, that filthy, nasty tea. And the tea fumes, the stink lines, you see the stink lines go into the Doctor's nose, and his inner Brit goes like Popeye mode. And he does like big muscles.
Good show, he says as he wakes up from the smell of burning tea. Or is that it? He's like, you're burning the tea. Goodness me. I like that Harriet Jones has like a little reunion with Rose where they like hug and they're like, what the fuck? She's like, congrats on becoming Prime Minister. What the hell is going on?
Hey, good to see you. I'm so glad you're an ethical politician now. And she says, So Rose does a kind of cool thing here that I liked, where she's like doing her best to go Doctor mode, and she starts.
I loved this. She's like, well, now, if the Doctor can't be the Doctor, someone's got to do it, and she like very nervously addresses the Sycorax.
She's basically pulling out all of the vocabulary that she learned when, like, all. Yes. I'm pretty sure this is all nonsense. Just like when she says the Daleks.
I don't know. Here, I've written down her speech.
I'm telling you, this is.
I skipped a little bit of it. But she's like, in accordance with the Article 15 of the Shadow Proclamation, I command you to leave Earth with the authority of the Slitheen Parliament of Rexicora Kofil Vitorius, and the Gelth Confederacy, the Jagras, the Daleks.
They also do laugh. They do the laugh again. And then
stolen words from a wailing child, and then
wait, they're speaking English?
Wait a minute.
What?
And he's like, English? I would never dirty my tongue with such primitive bile.
We only speak French on this ship.
And Rose is like, wait a minute. That means, and they all look at the TARDIS, and he comes out in his dressing gown that Howard has all of his sex food in, and he goes, "Did you miss me?" And it's a very, very strong moment. I love it.
A spaceman in a dressing gown made me think of Arthur Dent, and the episode was happy to oblige me with that reference, because he later says,
Yep.
I think later he talks about Arthur Dent being real, maybe?
I don't remember that part. I don't think that happened.
Arthur Dent might be a real person in this world. I think Hitchhiker
I don't think
real.
so.
He comes out.
I like the Sycorax leader tries to whip him with the lightning whip, and he just like catches it and goes, "You could put someone's eye out with that," and like tosses it aside. That's fun. I think he's kind of doing that sort of like video game thing where it's like, this is a cutscene where an important character joins the fight, so they will do some big stuff that will never happen again.
Mm-hmm.
This is Tachibana crashing his car into everybody.
This is Majima doing a bunch of dodges and offering a guy a hot towel. But like he
will never be this epic again. He does
like kind of reintroduce himself to Harriet. Here's a very like timely joke. This feels like something that doesn't. He
also does explain the thing that he was trying to tell Jackie that he needed was in fact tea. A cup of tea for his synapses.
That would have been easy. She didn't even say tea, I don't think.
Nope. It's the one thing she didn't guess.
Like, the era of ginger jokes.
Yes.
This feels so outdated. Like, not that to be like, wow, this is so offensive or whatever, but it's just like, I don't feel like this is a thing that people do anymore. But he's like, am I ginger? I want it to be ginger. Ha, ginger, ha, ha, he. But then she says no, and then goes, geez.
I like that he like turns on Rose and he's like, and you totally gave up on me. And he's like, oh, geez, am I rude now?
I love when the Doctor's just vibing out his personality. It's so good.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about this, not because I don't like it, because I like it a lot. It makes me wonder, is every Doctor going to have a cookie cutter version of this scene where they just do this? I assume it won't be like that. I assume it'll play out differently.
It feels to me like this is just a fun part of playing the Doctor, and every actor is going to bring their own spin to it. Because I remember Matt Smith's version of this scene, and he's like doing his chaotic manic pixie
now?
Dream Man. Are you working?
Is he? I genuinely don't remember. Is Matt Smith ginger?
No, I don't think so. But I'm not good with colors.
I genuinely can't remember what color his hair is.
Oh, you said, am I quirky now? I thought you said, am I working now? I thought you were on call or something. To end the episode.
No, I am not currently on call.
He does remember Harriet, and she's like, are you the Doctor, the new Doctor? Do you pass on the title? He's like, no, it's just me. I'm the Doctor, and I remember us at our adventure together.
I remember what you said when we were trapped in Downing Street in a previous episode.
You said, run, you clever boy.
I like this part where the Sycorax leader's like, who are you? And the Doctor's like, I don't know.
That was funny. David Tennant's funny. He's funny.
I think this is the most. Not that I don't like the 10th Doctor, but this is far and away the most I've liked him. Which, in a sense, does suggest that it's all downhill from here. But I don't. Think that's
he's great. He's a good Doctor.
I don't think that's the case. I just think this is a really good episode.
He sees the big kill everybody button, and he goes, well. Look at this button. You know, something
I love this
about
where he's
me.
like, this is a perfect test of what kind of guy I am. What do I do when I see a big glowing button?
He opens it up. He sees the blood. He tastes the blood. He has a taste for human blood. Oh God. Oh no. Oh my God.
I love that he tastes it. He's like, oh, positive.
A positive with a hint of iron, he says. And then he immediately recognizes blood control. He goes, blood control. I haven't seen this in years. Okay, here we go. I'm going to press the button. Presses the button, and apparently nothing happens because the instinct to not kill yourself is much, much stronger than the instinct that blood control works.
Yeah, it makes sense. He says it's basically hypnosis. You can't hypnotize someone to jump off a building.
And then the Doctor, I didn't like this that much. The Doctor just starts quoting Lion King when he's like doing his, I do like the Doctor is always doing this fucking humans are so clever, blah, 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 blah. But this is like, humans are so clever, and then he starts quoting the Lion King, and he's hopped up on regeneration energy, and he's like not really, like his brain is not moving as fast as his mouth, but also it was kind of dumb, and I didn't like it that much.
I didn't mind it. I think for me, it was helped by the fact that I didn't recognize it as the Lion King. If he had just been like, because that's the circle of life, and it moves us all. Oh wait,
I don't think it's of your fault. I don't think it's the show's fault for you not knowing the opening lyrics of one of the most famous animated movies ever.
What he says is there is more to see than can ever be seen, more to do that, and then he trails off and says, "Wait, that's
from the day they arrived on the planet and blinking step into the sun. There's more to it's the Lion King, whatever."
I didn't reckon. I don't think that it's as memorable. I mean, it's obviously. I assume it's Mufasa talking to Simba at the beginning of the movie.
It's just the song. It's just the person singing the song. If you know the Circle of Life
that's the lyrics to the song?
From the day we arrive on the planet. Shall I go on? No.
This doesn't sound remotely familiar.
Blinking step into the sun. There's more to see than can ever be seen.
This is Circle of Life?
More to do than can ever be done.
This is Circle of Life. I literally don't remember this at all.
There's far too much to take in here. More to find than can ever
I get it.
be found.
You can stop. I still didn't mind it.
Oh, whatever. And then the Doctor says trial by combat, and then we proceed to have the worst...
Here's the thing. It's the verse, not the chorus. I think that's fine.
We get the worst fucking sword fight I've seen on TV. It's very bad. It's hard to follow.
It's not great. I like, though, the Sycorax leader's like, you would stand as this world's champion? And the Doctor's like, you know what? I may not know who I am, but I think you've summed me up right there. I thought that was a nice little moment.
They have a bad sword fight.
I'll give that my cool time moment because I just remember that's a segment that we do.
Very good cool time moment is the part when they like go outside. They go outside, so you know that someone's gonna fall off the ship at the end. But the Sycorax leader does cut off the Doctor's hand, and I thought it was going to be a joke where he has like a fake hand and he goes, haha. But no, he actually did get his actual real hand cut off, and he had enough residual regeneration energy to regrow the hand real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking funny.
And then he says, and this new hand is a fighting hand.
That was a little bit silly, but okay.
I liked it. I also we get another moment of 10th Doctor rude where Rose is like, look out, Doctor. And he's like, oh, good point. I wouldn't have thought of that.
He's rude. He's rude. He's A positive.
He overpowers the Sycorax leader and he says, I will spare you if you swear on your species to leave Earth and never return. And he does. And the Doctor...
he pulls out the Satsuma that was inside Jackie's butthole earlier that day.
He says, I feel like Arthur Dent in this dressing gown.
I wonder what he's up to these days. He pulls out the Satsuma
and he's like, oh, Howard, you weirdo. You horny weirdo.
When he walks away, the Sycorax leader gets up to come after him, and then the Doctor throws the Satsuma at the wall, like at a button.
It's the button that closes the trap door on the outside of the ship.
and the Sycorax leader falls to his death, and then the Doctor says, like, what does he say?
He says, no second chances. I'm that sort of man.
That actually kind of ruled, I'm not gonna lie.
I thought
great. It was pretty great. Like, hell yeah,
The action of the sword fight was kind of whatever, but the events of the sword fight were really good.
I'm very into when the Doctor is vengeful. A bit listen, the Doctor is kind of fucked up sometimes. I mean, he killed every single Dalek once, and he sometimes I think the Doctor's a little bit like, no, we can't kill these things because all life is precious, pro life. But this is like, no, you fuck with his little apes that he likes.
I mean, the guy said, yeah, we will leave, and then he got up and tried to stab
no
the
second
Doctor
chances,
in the back.
you will die.
The Doctor's like, all right, bye.
Yeah,
I could have killed you in the first place.
He then tells
so
the
he
Sycorax,
goes back inside. Yeah. He tells the Sycorax, you are forbidden from ever returning here for the rest of time. Go, and when you talk of Earth, tell everyone that it is defended.
There they go.
They get teleported back down. The ship flies away. Yahoo! Merry Christmas.
And then he's like, "Wow, everything's gonna change because you're making contact with the number he said was thousands, and that was to me a low number, but whatever. There are tens.
If this was Chris, it would have been billions.
What was that fucking incredible line from the old G? Oh, the what was it? What was the hundreds of lives saved with the vaccine?
I think it was thousands of lives.
I think it was hundreds, but okay.
We saved dozens of lives with this vaccine. That's from Kyle X Y, if you're not sure what we're talking about. So everyone's hugging and crying and celebrating. Jackie is here, and they're all crying and hugging and celebrating. And Alex pulls Harriet Jones aside and says, Torchwood say they're ready, what should we do? And she looks at the doctor, and she thinks about it, and she says, tell them to fire. And a huge laser beam that I think we will see in Army of Ghosts, we will see the weapon itself, blasts the Sycorax ship into pieces.
It's fucked up. It was unexpected.
It's such a great tone shift because everyone's like,
hey,
woohoo, and they're playing the Harry Potter.
They're all clapping for Hagrid.
And everyone's clapping for Hagrid, and then Harriet Jones, who up to this point
thought
has
she was
seemed
like
very
a cool, nice lady.
and friendly,
she
is
kills
like,
them all.
Kill them. And they kill them all.
And the doctor hates it, obviously.
Yeah, the doctor's like, what did you just do?
And
he's like, that was murder. You murdered all of them.
And she's like, well, like you said, there's thousands of aliens out there, and if we couldn't let them tell about Earth.
And she says, you're not always going to be here. And
they killed two of my guys.
And she says, yeah, for example, Llewellyn and Blake are dead while the doctor wasn't able to help.
And then the doctor is like, I should have told them to run away because you guys
I should have
fucked up.
I should have told them to run from the monsters on Earth. And I was like, woof.
And then,
ooh, that's good.
And then this part fucking slapped my ass off. He's like,
oh yeah, she's like, tell me, doctor, are you an alien threat that I'll need to deal with?
And he's like, don't challenge me, or I can bring down your government with a single word. No, not a single word. I only need 6 words.
I like that he's like, no, even less. 6.
And then he goes up to Alex and he grabs his his Bluetooth, and all of the brain and bones come out of his ear as he pulls it out. Because he was a Cyberman. No, but he grabs it and he whispers into the earpiece, don't you think she looks tired?
Oh, it's so good.
Oh,
and Harriet's like, what did you say? What did you say? And they all just walk off, and Alex is like, oh,
the fucking
nothing.
British media class. It's that they will turn on you like a fucking swarm of piranhas the second they smell a little bit of blood in the water.
Meanwhile, we have multiple senile presidents in a row, and we're like, that's fine.
We have our senators who are just like, they wheel their coffins out into the Senate floor, and then an aide says, vote yes on kill all the children bill.
We have multiple Weekend at Bernie's senators, and weirdly enough, none of them are Bernie.
The Senate is just all dancing puppeteered dead bodies going, vote no on healthcare. We love it.
Not that the British government is doing particularly well, to be clear.
The morally upstanding good folks in Tony Blair's parliament, whatever. So the doctor's in his like House of Leaves, eternally spiral staircasing fashion room makeover.
I love, he's going clothes shopping on the TARDIS, and he's like, will I be Sergeant Pepper this time?
And it's playing like some probably a horrible British Christmas song that I've never heard before. I thought you were doing
It's Merry British Christmas, and everyone has presents.
Come have some mulled wine. We're looking so fine. So yeah, he does makeover. He puts on his iconic pinstripe suit, and
he puts on a 10th Doctor costume.
He puts on a 10th Doctor Halloween costume. We didn't see his red Converse shoes, his Converse shoes, his
Jesus Christ!
Give
up. It's not gonna happen.
And then they turn on the TV, and Harriet Jones is giving a press conference. Ma'am,
is it true that you were tired the other day?
Is it true that you're coughing up green slime, ma'am?
Yeah, she is. There are already calls for her to resign because they think that
they already did a vote of no confidence. They did the vote of no confidence from Star Wars. That's the only time I've ever heard of that outside of British politics. I know of a vote of no confidence from Star Wars and British politics. It's the only time I've ever heard it happen in real life. And
Jackie
they do it
gets
every
a call.
day.
Oh yeah, they're having a fun Christmas dinner with the doctor. And
they're like pulling
Jackie...
Christmas crackers, and then Rose gets a pink, one of those stupid little fucking paper crowns that those weirdos like to wear on their stupid heads, and they're like, Jackie, you should be wearing this because you're funny pink. Ha 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 ha.
And Bev calls and says, "Go outside, and
it's
they run
raining,
outside.
dead
Like, oh my
bodies.
god, it's snowing!
It's
Except
ashing.
It's not.
It's the ash from the fucking millions of dead Sycorax burning up in the atmosphere.
Oh,
and
catch it on your tongue.
And then Rose is the doctor's like, all right, well, time to have adventures, and Rose isn't really certain if she's been
Yeah, I like this. I like that
come.
Rose was like, oh, I wasn't sure if the new you would still want me around. And he was like, oh, I wasn't sure if you would want to be around the new me. And she's like, of course I'll come, doctor. And Mickey's like,
oh,
you're never gonna stay, are you? And she's like, well, there's just so much out there to see. And Mickey's like, okay.
Take me to see the face of Bo and a
Just
kitty cat
dump
woman.
him. I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, poor Mickey. Justice for Mickey. Seriously. But he's going to become epic one day. He's going to become cool and epic. And
He's going to become psychic, maybe.
He's going to become psychic and get a gun.
And yeah, the doctor is just like holding Rose's hand, and Mickey's like, okay, that's fine, I guess.
Oh. Got to by Doctor Who.
They decide where they'll go next, and that is the end of the episode. Next time on Doctor Who.
Want to try to explain what you see here?
Huh?
I said, do you want to try to explain what various things we see?
I literally was trying to figure out if this was multiple episodes, because it's like, we're
going
to go further than ever before, and there's a kitty cat woman.
We saw those
Sarah
already.
Jane Smith.
And K9.
And fucking K9.
And
the face of Bo.
And the face
and
of Bo.
Queen Victoria. And like a Cyberman.
The Cyberman. And there's like these clockwork Victorian... they probably have guns somewhere in their body, knowing Russell Davies.
I'm pretty sure that's all gonna be the next episode, New Earth. I think that's gridlock above the ground.
Well, I've seen New Earth. I remember New Earth, and I don't fucking remember Queen Victoria or the weird, like, clockwork guys, but I do remember
I don't know, but like the face of Bo is on New Earth. Well, yeah,
we know the face of... We knew that this was New Earth.
The kitty cat women are there, but yeah, I don't know why Sarah Jane and K9 would be there.
Yeah. I'm excited to see
K9 is like,
K9,
remember me from the invisible enemy,
I was made by
patreon.com/potting bros.
I was made by a doctor, but not the doctor, but just a doctor.
It was Dr. Marius.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Damn. Good memory.
At the hospital on the asteroid.
Remember when Dr. Mario scanned Leela's brain and said no thoughts had empty in there?
Jordan, this episode was really good.
I liked it.
I'm gonna do it A+.
I give it an
much
A.
like the blood that splattered all over the ground.
The 2 billion Bakugos. I'm just gonna give it a straight up A. Great episode. Great.
This is my favorite episode so far.
Really?
Loved it.
Wow. I like the Doctor dances more, but this is really fucking good. This is a great one. And a good Christmas special, too. And Christmas
we needed that.
I kind of Christmas kind of got dropped at a certain point. They weren't like, we're here to steal the Christmas cheer, Earthlings. But I think that's okay. It feels like the Christmas episodes are usually more about things happening on Christmas than Christmas things happening, which is okay with me.
Yeah, and I said this to you before we started recording. I am now sharing my screen so you can see the randomizer. I said this before we were recording. Thank God that my method is not whatever's in the randomizer when I open the spreadsheet is what we watch, because I do see Series 9 Last Christmas with Peter
We're
Capaldi.
just in our Christmas era.
No.
Okay, here we go.
Wait, you wanted to... What was the game that you made? Witch Doctor or something?
What? Oh, yeah. Doctor... Did it have a name? Who's the Doctor? Witch Doctor. What if it's Who's the Doctor?
That sucks. Let's do Witch
Doctor. Who do you want to see next, Sam?
I'd like a Capaldi.
Now that I know who's in half of the Capaldi episodes, I don't want a Capaldi anymore. You know what? I'm going to tempt fate. Let's see our friends, Graham, Ryan, Yaz, and the 13th Doctor.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. Yaz has been in 1/3 of the episodes of our podcast. Look, I can literally show you right here. Yaz has been in 37% of our episodes.
She's everywhere. Yes, everywhere.
I'm gonna do it. Here we go.
Whoa!
Ooh, Series 1, Episode 8, Father's Day with Chris Eccleston.
Every time we get an Ecclesode, our pool of Ecclesodes the chances get so much lower. I feel like I remember Rose's dad or something. I don't know.
Why do we keep getting holidays? We're gonna have to hold off and record this one on Father's Day, so see you in a while, I guess.
Another Ecclesode. Okay.
This is really sad, though. This is gonna be 3 of 13. There's so few.
There's such rare treats, and what's gonna happen is we're gonna get all of them in the next couple months, and then we're gonna be left with just a desert of Clara, because all of our podcasts that we record have a horrible, horrible last season. So our final episodes that we have to do is gonna be just fucking Clara. Why does it say something?
Billy Piper said this was her favorite episode of Series 1.
That's awesome. There's Reapers, Grim Reapers in this one. Who wrote it?
Oh, cool.
Who wrote this one? This
is written by Paul Cornell.
Paul Cornell from
Doctor Who? I don't fucking know.
I was just Greg Turkingtoning you.
Well, there you go. Next time we will talk about Father's Day with Christopher Eccleston.
We are living in early post-revival episodes. I'm taking it because I fucking love all this shit except for
I love it. It's a real shame that the more time we spend here, the less time we can spend here later.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be the Clara for our lives, where every week we sit down and see what either Matt Smith and Clara or Peter Capaldi and Clara are up to. It's gonna fucking suck. I'm gonna be very upset.
It's gonna be so weird because we're gonna be like, we're gonna be rolling episodes like, no Clara. Yeah, no Clara. And then at a certain point, we're gonna be like,
are we now hoping that we're not getting good episodes? Because I'm excited. I have so many that I'm so excited to watch. Oh, Blink. Oh man, Silence in the Library. Fuck yeah. Oh shit.
The Time Bombs are now the best episodes.
We're like, please, I need the Claras to be...
No, not Blink! Now we have to have a good time!
I need to evenly space out the garbage. We need a Clara every other week just to make sure that we don't get left... Because, listen, the odds are not in our favor. We have a higher chance of getting Clara than any other companion, and guess what, Sam? We've got a lot of non-Clara episodes, which does not bode well for us. Of our 20 episodes, we've seen her twice, which means the pool of Rose. We still haven't seen Donna, and we've barely seen Martha. But the pool of Roses and the pool of even we like Yaz and Dan and Graham and Ryan. We like them fine. That's getting smaller, and the Clara pool is getting bigger, and I don't like it.
Well, no, it isn't. It's just not getting smaller.
It's not getting smaller, but the percentage is increasing. The odds are getting bigger.
We've seen 2 Clara episodes already.
And I didn't like, and they were both really unpleasant and painful, and I hated them.
Yep. Oh well.
Well, why am I sighing? We get a good episode to watch next week. I should be excited. Well, I don't know if it's good, but
it's such a funny thing though, because we really do get a good episode, and we're like, yay, that's one less good episode for us to have in the pool.
I can't fucking believe we've seen neither hide nor hair of Donna Noble, my favorite companion.
Well, I think you said she's not in that.
She's not in that much, but you'd think that we'd at least see her. We've done a lot.
We've seen River once.
We've seen River. Oh, have we seen her once or twice?
I think it's just once.
We saw River in our 4th episode that we did of the whole show, which is pretty crazy.
If you like this, support us on patreon.com/pottingbros. I was wrong. I thought this was going to be a really long episode, and it just wasn't.
I'm going to say, also, yeah, hey, recommend us to friends or the Doctor Who heads. Enemies, or people who hate Doctor Who and love Clara. Maybe don't recommend it to them. But we always appreciate it. I've heard a lot of people say, "Hey, I got my friend into this," and it means so much to us that people are enjoying this show. And leave a review, I guess, if you want to do that. Follow us on Tumblr too, and reblog so that the Doctor Who fans on Tumblr will notice us. You can find all of our episodes on noisepace.xyz. Wait, no, Patreon first. Sam, do our Patreon stuff, please.
Yeah, I will. Fuck you. Yeah. Patreon.com/pottingbros. $1 gets you a mildly special Discord role, marking you as a friend of the show. It gets you all of our bonus content. We've got our episode up on The Mind of Evil with the 3rd Doctor, who I was so so fond of from that one episode. I love my action grandpa.
I love Doctor. John Pertwee. He's so good. He's so fucking good. Listen, I don't want to, I'm not trying, like, I say this all the time. I don't care about getting money from you people. I just want you to hear our fun times with the classic Who. $1 to hear us.
I'll be honest, I care about getting the money because I did the math on how much I'm spending on BritBox, and I was like, I don't know if I'm even breaking even on this.
But you're getting so much out of classic British television entertainment. I just want people to hear us talk about Remembrance of the Daleks and of the horror of Fang Rock.
I'm breaking more than even in my brain and my heart.
Yeah.
$5 gets you. Also, all of our old bonus content is on there. Listen to the Pregnancy Pact fic with Secret Life.
Oh my funny. God. Or the rebuild of Pregnancy Pact.
$5 gets you a pretty special Discord role marking you as a companion of the show. You can send us a message that we'll read in one of our funny voices. I think I said a message, and we will give you a shout out. $10 marks you as an incredibly special honorary member of House D'Souza. It lets you listen to the podcast live while we record it.
And most importantly,
and we will clap for you when we shout you out.
As you fly off into the sunset on your double-decker bus.
Thank you to our $5 and $10 subscribers. Dan Big Challenges Silva, JCH, Roy, Sauceworks, Stephanie Bolding. I think it used to be Stephanie B, but now it says Stephanie Bolding. So that was why I was thrown off there. Stephanie Karen, Tasty Sea Sponge, and, holy shit, House D'Souza. They're here. Cassidy, Destry Hawk, and H-Cave.
We salute. Thank you. We salute you, the coolest epic aristocrats that we love.
Who read I think last week was me as Donald, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
So this is a Ben voice request for you.
Oh.
This is from Sauce.
Can I be
who
free?
Has been listening to Jurgen It.
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
Thanks both of you for keeping me entertained at work since I started a couple weeks back. It's only fair a bit of my first paycheck in the US goes your way. Hey Sauce, happy anniversary and welcome to America.
Welcome to America. Sorry that it's in the state it's currently in, but we're happy to have you here.
Yeah. So Jordan, I've got a message here for you. I haven't read this at all. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, great.
I'm not having to do Ben voice anymore.
Well, you're going to do Ben voice. I'm posting it in the podcast chat.
All right. I've not done Ben voice in a minute. La, la, la. Oh, God, it's the fucking Star Wars breasts page, isn't it? Oh, this is funny because breasts. Breasts were an functional anatomical feature in some mammalian species that gave birth to live offspring and fed them with the milky secreted from their mommy mammary glands. Some non-mammalian species had the appearance of breasts. No, you're not. You're staying here. You have to say the prayer, my brother. Along with some droids.
I am disconnected. I hope Jordan's still doing it, so that when I rejoin the call, it will be over.
Along with some droids with feminine programming.
Wow, you did not get through much of it, huh?
But they did not have milk-producing mammary glands. For many mammalian species, male breast tissue generally conformed to the shape of the underlying muscle. For instance, the human Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker had defined muscles on his chest.
I feel like probably everyone has seen this, but that is the Star Wars Legends breasts article on Wikipedia.
I fucking love Wikipedia breasts. How many breasts do Wookiees have, do you think? 6?
Sorry?
I said, how many breasts do you think a Wookiee has? 6? Yeah, they have like 6 little nipples, like a dog or a cat.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, they have to wear like 6 cupped brassieres to cover their shame from George. He wouldn't want the kids seeing that. Sam!
Well,
it's Christmas again.
Jingle bells, Batman smells.
And all of the carolers are here, and we're in our midnight mass, because we are Catholic. Everybody knows this.
We're hosted on Noise Space. We're on co-host.
Right. We have more to do before we say our prayers.
We're on co-host at Dr. Huh. I'm on co-host at Positive Stress. Listen to Sounds About Light, where we're currently talking about Kingdom Hearts. We've had some very boring Disney Worlds recently, but Halloween Town was an absolute fascinating delight of.
I heard that Maleficent
being completely deranged.
Maleficent went on vacation to kill Santa Claus for fun, is what I've heard.
That is precisely what happened in Halloween Town and Kingdom Hearts 2.
Just blowing off some steam.
Next week we've got Atlantica.
The bubbles! You have to use magic!
And the week after that is where the plot happens, thank God.
Your poopsies are toast!
On 0 to 0, we are still, because we had some delays, we are still watching Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer and Blade 2 at the same time.
You can follow me on Twitter at BreakfastRex. You can follow me on Tumblr at PunishedBreakfast. You can follow us on Tumblr at drha.tumblr.com. Send us an ask on drha.com. No, drha.tumblr.com/ask, and I will answer it if I see it, because I got nothing else to do.
Can I not help? Oh,
you don't have the access to it, but if you want it, I'll give it to you. No, I can't give it to you because it's my personal Tumblr account. So basically, if you want to ask me,
your personal Tumblr.
If you want to ask me personally ask me a question about Doctor Who,
do you not add people to side blogs anymore?
I
haven't been on there in a long time. Who cares? Moving on.
Don't message me if you're human pet guy. Sam,
human pet guy, come on the show. There's probably an episode that will be a good fit for you.
Yeah, the one with the human pets of Galagabool. Sam,
the human pets of Gabagool.
Sam, it's Christmas. The carolers are out. We're at our midnight mass because we are Catholic.
Yes, I'm so sorry. First of all, we didn't say Noise Space yet. I did also want to say for our Patreon that our next classic episode will be City of Death with the Fourth Doctor. This is a Douglas Adams episode.
Oh dear, Lena.
So
we're on the city. We have found our way to the City of Death. I'm afraid I might die while I'm here.
I'm afraid Arthur Dent might be real.
This is my new Doctor Who headcanon, is that Arthur Dent is real in this world. Which, but he's not. It's not the plot of Hitchhiker's Guide, because the Earth doesn't get blown up by
It's just that there's a famous guy named Arthur Dent who wears a dressing gown.
Yeah. Sam, please.
We're on noisepace.xyz.
Yeah, lots of great shows there. Check out Well Cool Robot about Gundam. Check out Pot of Greed about Yu-Gi-Oh. Check out Diet Coke and Lilith's House of Snacks. Check out Forward ReZero. Check out
one more.
Jurgen from.
Hey, you finally said it.
From Noisepace.
Listen to Jurgen.
Sam, can you please lead us in a Doctor Who prayer, please?
I'm so fucking excited to read this prayer.
Hell yeah. I knew you had the Holy Spirit in you.
May your life flow like a river.
It's like that professional wrestler church that they talked about on QAA one time.
May your life flow like a river. That was more Alex Jones. That's fine.
Yeah, it's Alex Jones.
May your days smell sweet as a rose. May your nights be calm and still as a pond. May you be as lucky as an ace in a game of blackjack, Harkness. May Dan the Nice Man smile nicely upon you. And may the Doctor light your path through time.
Oh, man. Alex Jones would fucking hate Dan the Man.
Why? Because he's nice?
Because he's nice, yeah.
Doctor, bye.
Doctor, bye.